Hello everyone, in this video I'll be explaining you the problem number between two others. So it was asked in educational code forces round 189 rated for division 2. So let's read out the problem. So it is saying you are given two integers x and y such that y is greater than x and y modulo x equals to 0, which means y is divisible by x. Okay. So your task is to determine whether there exists an integer z such that z lies between x and y, that is, z is greater than x but less than y, and yeah, so z is divisible by x. Okay, so x should divide z, which means z modulo x equals to 0, and y is not divisible by z, it is saying. Okay, so y should not be divisible by z. Okay, so it is saying y modulo z should not be equals to 0. So okay, so let's read out the input. So they have given test cases. For every test case they'll give two integers x and y. So x and y are in the range 1 to 10 per 18, and in the question they've said y is divisible by x. Okay, so we need to find integer, like if that integer exists or not, we have to say. Okay, so it's a good problem only. Let's understand. So in the problem what they said is, so they've said they've given x and y. Okay, two things they've given. Now also they have said this y is divisible by x. Okay, which means y modulo x, if you do, that is going to be 0. Now they have said also this x is less than y. If we consider, let's say, x is 4 and y is 8, so this is a proper one. The reason being is 4 is less than 8 and 8 modulo 4 if you do, so remainder that you're getting is 0. Okay. So now we have to find an integer z. Okay, given x and y, we have to find an integer z such that in the question they've said this z, first of all, it should lie between x and y. They said this z should be greater than x and should be less than y. Okay, the other thing they said is z is divisible by x. So this whatever z we are getting, it should be divisible by x. So modulo has to be 0. This is first condition. This is second condition, and the third condition is z modulo y should not be equals to 0. Yeah. Sorry, y modulo z. It's not z modulo y. So y modulo z should not be equal to 0. Why it is y modulo z? Because this is the range, right? So y is greater here than z. That's why z has to divide y. That's the reason y is divisible by z. So we need to find such an integer. So okay, so if you see the examples, in the first example what they're given is x is 1, y is 2. So if you try to find an integer between 1 and 2, this is a number line 0, this is 1, this is 2. So you have a lot of number in between 1 and 2, but it is not a proper number, it is a decimal number, right? So you don't have any number. So in the first case you cannot find z, right? So in the first case you cannot find z. So here the answer is no, you cannot find z. Okay, now let's understand the second example. Example 2. So you have x as 1 and y as 3. Now if you try to draw a number line again, you have x as 1, y as this. So only one number you have, and which is 2. So let's write z as 2. Now if you write z as 2, so now we have to find if you need to take the conditions. The first condition is x should be less than this z and z should be less than y. What is x? X is 1, z is 2, y is 3. So this condition is holding good. Let's try to see this second condition. The second condition said z modulo x has to be 0. Okay, what is z? Z is 2 modulo. What is x? X is 1. So 1 divides 2, right? So this condition is also holding good. Let's try to see the third condition. The third condition says y modulo z should not be equal to 0, right? What is y? Y is 3, z is 2, and which is not equal to 0, right? Because the remainder here we are getting is 1. So 1 is not equal to 0. So all three conditions are holding. So your z you are getting, right, which means you are able to find a number in between x and y. So in this case your answer has to be yes. So these are some of the examples, but the main thing of the problem is, let's try to understand. The main thing is they have said that x is less than y and y divides x. This thing they have said, right? So this is a very important condition. Okay, since y divides x, which means no matter what number you have, x plus 1 you will have, x plus 2 you will have, up to so on up till let's say y minus 1 y. These are the number that we will be having, right? So y divides x, right? So what I'll try to do is you have to find a number between. They have said you have to find a number in between x and y. So you cannot take z as either y or z x. So that's the reason what I'll do is I'll try to from the back side, or you can do from the front hand side also, but I'll try to do it from back side. So from back side what I'll try to do is I'll move x distance back. I'll move x distance back. So when I move x distance back, so the number whatever here you will be getting is that number will be y minus x. Okay, why I am doing this I'll tell you again. This number whatever I've got, right, y minus x, this number this number what I'll try to do is I'll since this y is divisible by x and I'm moving one x distance backward, so this y minus x, okay, will also be divisible by x, right? You have understood. Let me try to take example. Let's say 4, 8, 16, x is basically 4, y 16. Okay, now what I'm telling you is you have a number line like 4, 5, 6 up to so on till 16 you have, right? What I'm trying to do is I'll try to move 4 distance backward. So the number that you'll be getting is here 12. So whatever 12 you are getting, that is always divisible by 4, right? It is divisible by 4. So I'll move one distance back, x distance back, and I'll try to check if this number is divisible by x, and this number is this number should not divide y. Y. So this y minus x is basically z here. Z is basically y minus x. If you find these two conditions to be holding good, so since you are moving in the range x to y, so first condition is already holded good. Second you will be checking again. Third you will be checking. If all three conditions are good, then you will print yes, else you will print no. So basically you have moved x distance backward, you have found y minus x. If let's say if this number is divisible by both, like these two conditions not holding good, so what we'll do is we'll move again y x distance back, so it will be y minus x minus x, so it is going to be y minus 2x distance will move. So it's like a brute force approach, but so the time complexity whatever, like x value whatever they select till 10 power 8, 10 power 18, so it will not go till O of your time complexity here will not be of n, because if you move certain distance back, like 2-3 steps, if you just move back, you will definitely get a number wherein y minus k times x is the number z you'll get, and this number whatever you're getting, so this will be definitely in between x and y, and this will hold a condition and will eventually get answer. So I think you have understood like what I'm trying to say. So if you try to solve, how do we solve this pseudocode? So what I'll do is I will take z initially to be since we have got see two things we have got x and y from the input. Okay, we have to find z, so your z will be y minus x initially. Now in the while loop what I'll do is till this z is greater than x. Okay, this is a condition, like we need to find a number z which is in the range y. Okay, in this range, so till your z is in the range. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to check if this z modulo x equals to 0 and y modulo z should not be equal to 0. If this condition is holding, which means all the three conditions are holding, so you need to see out yes. Okay, and then you need to return. Okay, so if these conditions are not holded, so again your z will be z minus x, again x minus x distance backward will move. Okay, so this for loop will end, and after coming out of the for loop, which means this if condition is not like this if condition is not like holded good, so we have not printed yes and return. So which means at the end it's like we have not found the answer, so in the end it should be no, right? So this is the pseudocode. So I think you guys have understood like how are we solving this. So let me try to code it up. So let me try to code in front of you. So we have test cases. I've taken test cases here. Now we have two integers x and y for every test case. We have x and y, right? Now I'll take I'll not be taking it as integer because here they've said it is 10 per 18, so I'll be taking it as long. I'll take z as y minus x, right? And I'll check if this z is greater than x. I'll have to check the conditions. If this z modulo x equals to 0 and y modulo z is not equals to 0. If this condition is holding, which means all three conditions like all three conditions very good, so we'll have to print yes and just return it. If this condition is not holding, which means we need to find again z, so we have to move x distance backward. The reason why moving x distance backward is that your z has to be divisible by x. That's the reason. So if you're coming out of the loop, which means you have not found the answer, so we'll have to print no. Yeah, let's try to run it. It is running fine. Let's try to submit. Name AA between two numbers. Okay, let's try to submit it. So in the context it was accepted, so definitely here also it is going to accept. Yeah, it got accepted. So in this way we have to easily solve the problem. So thank you guys for watching the video.